Dragon-Fall. Flip through and giveaway here. This one actually has some plastic on it. So I get to do that. And then that. How exciting. So, this was actually given to me by a friend. Well, whatever, I paid him for it. He bought it and he'd forgotten that about the Kickstarter. So we get it. Here we go, guys. And then I bought him some cocktails, and we now have Chicago by Night, a source book for Vampire the Masquerade. So yeah, I've reached out to the World of Darkness, Onyx Path, White Wolf people. Never heard back, but Chicago by Night, I've got. I own a copy of this. I've got the original one, and then I've got the one with the werewolf wearing the alley T-shirt. If you're local, you know what that is. Just Belmont Wolves, I guess. I'm rambling. I'm a Chicagoan. Maybe you've heard my voice. Okay. So these are not made for children, obviously. I mean, it's marked as such, and but our videos, but this in particular, there's gonna be some, maybe not necessarily adult stuff, but we've got 5th edition Vampire the Masquerade World of Darkness stuff. So I do think this is Vampire specifically, for the last book kind of split it up. I'm sure it'll talk about other stuff too. Someone being thrown off the Willis Tower, also known as the Sears Tower, really hurt my feelings as a child when they renamed that. Not that we have stake in the company, otherwise I would just donate $1 million and just let you guys make videos. How's that sound? All right, so you can win this by subscribing to the channel or donating to the Dragon-Fall Charitable Foundation I was just talking about. So yeah, this is some people, motorcycle werewolves, I think, right there, chilling out. Yeah, and they're heading down the loop. Like every World of Darkness thing, it just starts with a short story. They love the short stories. I'm going to zoom out slightly. Hope that wasn't jarring for everybody. So I'm going to try to get, that's a better frame, I think. So it goes from a short story into a short story. Okay, so we've got word blocks. I will say this. The other books that came out, so a lot of this photo manipulation stuff, from what I've seen, it's much better done in this book. And there's true art stuff. Yeah. The Chicago Welcome Center is a very beautiful place. I will say this. This is a setting book, so I shouldn't be on its case for not having stat block after stat block. But yeah, this is pretty wild. So yeah, I think this is some pretty heavy photo manipulation. So it almost looks more like a painting. I dig it. There's some slam poetry. I mean, I like all of the vampire stuff, but I mean, it's LARPers writing it. I mean, there's going to be some pleasantries and stuff like that. Capone lives. I don't know if I've ever seen that graffiti anywhere. Yeah, I mean, it's great. This is cool. It's like I said, it's photo manipulation, but it's well done. I could see this as kind of older, their old stuff. This would be black and white and stuff like that, but it's not like a lot of those. You were working off models when you're painting that stuff anyway. Great. A Cubs fan. My favorite monster is currently drinking this guy's throat. So yeah, I think what jersey is she wearing? Whatever. She's a vampire Cubs fan. I mean, it's well done. It looks good. But yeah, it's talking about the machine. Chicagoans dislike tourists. That's not necessarily true. That is not true. All right, let's see what we got here, guys. Northern Ireland is a concert venue. So, and I'm sorry if like, so every single time I read one of these, like some of the stuff seems like they're not local. Every single local splat book is going to have that. And it's either they're going to give it their own spin or they're just wrong. And I think having Werewolves on Northern Ireland, where I've seen concerts with 10,000 people, is a little far-fetched. I don't know what GS are. I don't know what that means. Vampires, mages, like, so it's kind of like splits it up. Like the Lower West Side, I could see there being some mages in some of those old dilapidated like mansions and stuff like that. Do not enter until all lupines confirmed eliminated. Cool. Oh yeah, this is going to be that other Bruja or whatever vampire. Sometimes when I do these, I just like all of my memory retention goes out because I'm being recorded. So yeah, it's they've got different places carved out. Looks like the Malkavian Lunatics is where I live, so that makes sense. Cool. The occult scene. So yeah, this is neat. When I did flip through it, like I said, I was like, I don't know if I feel like this is accurate, but you're gonna hear that from 5 different Chicagoans when they read this book, probably. So, yeah, there is no east side of Chicago. Also, no one calls it that. That's not a thing. So cool. East side is the river. So, yeah. Garfield Park. Like this would be a really fun place to stomp around. It's one of those places that, I mean, that's expensive sounding route. It's beautiful during the day, and at night it's not the best. So it's like I think for a vampire, it might be a little bit too vigilante mode. I hate when people just turn into the Punisher in these games, but what can you do? Every stop has a different person. I mean, God, I'm just picking here. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. I don't know if you will. These stops are 2 blocks away from each other when you're in the actual loop. Like each one of these stops is walking distance from each other. They're just in maximum. So I think if you were doing the city and like it was showing all these stops where they're like a mile apart, maybe you could get some different territory. But those guys, see, this looks really nice. I think it looks beautiful. It might be too much. Bruja. So I probably said it wrong, but yeah. See, some of this stuff's just straight painted. And I can't paint, so I should probably keep my mouth shut. But as a consumer, I love it. Like, I think this looks very nice. Looks very nice. And compared to, yeah, that girl looks 100% like she's going to be the new Vampire Xbox game or something like that. Compared to the other books that have come out, those are almost so photorealistic that they just look like, some of them just look like photographs. And I think that's a great, if you are like Esoteric Enterprises, a great game that is an independent game with it's a bunch of really well done ideas that don't have the budget that Onyx Path would have or should have, then go wild with the photo only stuff. But I think it brings, if you've got the budget, art brings people like me to where I'll buy this, and this is gonna be on my shelf, guys. Like I'm gonna read it and kind of like give it a more of a deep dive and be like, look at the different communities and stuff, and go up against my own like version of them. And I'm pretty well traveled around Chicago, but yeah, it looks cool. That looks great. Yeah, and I think this in general is a worthwhile book for that. Like, it's got good art. It's got. I mean, of course, it's got a good enough story. I mean, geez. I almost wish some of these were like half pages rather than the quarter pages, just because they look so nice. And there's so many like extra pips and stuff like that after that. Yeah, so you can do a deep dive into any of these houses because they're getting like 15 pages each. Clans, not houses. Please. A vampire is going to eat me after this. But yeah, I think it's very well done. Yeah, perfect. It's hitting all the right stuff. I think this is the best of the 5th edition books I've seen, interest-wise for me. We'd see if I want to play it, but it's like, it seems to have like enough nihilists. Not there. Those guys all kind of look like nihilists. I believe you. It's exhausting. So, yeah, and this is, I think we're getting a little bit of spoiler area for like who hates who and stuff like that. But this is the best. Yeah, like that's, we've got it right here. This is the crowning achievement of this book. Like, it's just a beautiful piece of art. Looks like she's got a halo around her head. Yeah, I can't really even tell what time period that is. You can tell it's photo manipulated, but it's like extremely tastefully done and not just like blurry. Cool. This is story stuff. Like, this is actual encounters and stuff, so I should just flip through, but it also looks great. It was fantastic. Got some ads. Good for you guys. Good for you guys. Keep them coming. So yeah, this is World of Darkness, Chicago by Night. So this is the 4th Chicago book that they've done. I've got 2 over here. And like I said, the amount of time I've played Vampire in my life is hours compared to how much I've spent like just flipping through their books and reading it. So it's a nice coffee table book for you, you know. This is going to go to a happy home. So yeah, you can either buy subscribing to this channel, so please like and subscribe. Hate saying that, but apparently it's effective. Or every dollar that you give to the Dragon-Fall Charitable Foundation while this is available will go towards your chances of winning it. So, and all of our other items, and we've got a lot. If my office wasn't messy because of them, I'd do a pan. But we're talking, my office is full. So, thanks for watching. I hope I didn't upset any vampires, especially local vampires, because that's bad for me. I don't want to be a vampire. And you have a wonderful evening. Thank you.